Hey guys, this is part 2 of my Sega 16-bit collection. Today I'll be showing you my Sega CDs and my Sega 32X games. So let's first start with my Sega CD games. I've got them in 3 different categories. I've got disc only, disc and manual, and complete in box. So first we're going to start with the disc only. What I've done was I went ahead and created custom cases for all the disc only games. I used just generic DVD cases, and I printed out on the DVD cover site some covers for these DVD cases. First up is Eternal Champions. Pretty good fighting game. I've got currently 28 Sega CD games in my collection. Next is the Terminator. Here is AH3 Thunderstrike. One of my favorites, Dark Wizard, strategy RPG. Next is Double Switch. Dracula Unleashed. Stellar Fire. Cliffhanger. Rebel Assault. And Soulstar. Looks like a pretty decent shooter. Next I've got some disc and manual copies. First is Dune. Next is Dungeon Explorer. We've got Jaguar XJ220. This one caught a lot of flack, but I actually like the game. Sewer Shark. Next is Ground Zero Texas. If I'm not mistaken, yep, it's a 2 CD game. There's the manual. Next is World War. Next is Tom Gal. This is actually only a CD only copy. Next is Tomcat Alley. Here we have looks like I don't know if it's a role-playing game. I've never actually played this one before. Vey. Yeah, it is. It's an RPG from Working Designs. And finally is one of my personal favorites, Sylphied. It's a really cool shooter. And the manual. Alright, next are my complete in box games. Some of these cases, unfortunately, just like a lot of other people's copies, have become kind of cracked and the hinges break, but hey, that's what it is. First up is Magical Popful Mail Fantasy Adventure. This is actually a really cool game. And my personal favorite for the Sega CD, Shining Force CD. It's Bill Walsh's College Football. Wirehead. Sonic CD. And Wing Commander, a really great space flight simulator. Alright, now we're going to take a little break, and I'll be right back with my 32X games. As a side note, just before I get to my 32X games, I've got the Amazing Spider-Man game for the Sega CD. It's complete in box somewhere. I think it's in my garage, so I know I own it because I've seen it out there, so I just got to put it back in my collection. Also, I have Lunar Eternal Blue CD only, but right now, as you saw in part 1, I've got a Sega CD, the original Generation 1 that's busted. Well, it won't open up, and guess what? That's where the Eternal Blue game is. It's stuck inside that CD drive. So at some point when I get it fixed, I'll have that game back as well. Also, before we begin on the 32X, I've got a couple games. I wasn't sure if I wanted to show them because I haven't shown them in a pickups video, and I just recently got them. I got them from Atari Age. They are a couple 3 repro games. First is King Colossus. This is a Japanese action RPG. This is the original Japanese cover, and this is the original cartridge as well. But inside of this cartridge is a board that is a repro cart that allows me to play it in my American Genesis, and it's fully translated, so that's pretty cool. Next, I've got 2 Smurf games. Same thing. These were actually PAL only, and the gentleman I got these from Atari Age also did the same thing. He's opened them up, took out the PAL cards, and put in repro cards that are fully translated and will play on my American Genesis. Here's the sequel. Unfortunately, none of these have the manuals, but at some point I wouldn't mind picking them up, even though they may be in Japanese or in like German or something. That's fine. It'd be just nice to have them for my collection. All right, now let's move on to the 32X games. Currently, I've got about 13 32X games. First, we're going to start with the games that are card only. We've got Doom 32. I hear that's pretty good. We've got Metalhead. We got Knuckles Chaotix. We have Brutal Above the Claw. We have Shadow Squadron. We have Space Harrier, a really cool arcade game. Haven't played this one yet, but I'm very interested in trying it out. Probably my favorite, Star Wars. We have Cosmic Carnage. And Virtual Fighter. Okay, now the ones that are boxed. Looks like I also have a complete in box copy of Cosmic Carnage. These boxes, because they're cardboard, just kind of, they don't really stay together very well. Here's Cosmic Carnage. Then I have Sega Sports Virtual Racing Deluxe. Then I have a 32X game that's, or a Sega CD game that's 32X. It's Corpse Killer. And finally, unfortunately, this is a just a standard box. Unfortunately, it's not the original, but it is Colibri. I hear really good things about this, but it does come with the manual at least. So it's a very beautiful game too for a 32X. All right, guys, that's it for my Sega 16-bit collection. Since this is part 2. Come back in a few days, and I'm going to probably have the last part 3 of the video response to Woodland 37 and Crow on the 15 systems, and 15 of my favorite games for those systems. And that'll be the vintage computers and modern PC games as well. Thanks again, guys, for watching.